tackling that, and he actually was the one who was kind of saying, you know, it's really a shame that in America we don't do what they do in England, which is just have series that are like 10 episodes or 6 episodes or 12, and you know, I mean, you can't say he reinvented American television, but I think Earth to the Moon, getting that going, all of us together, you know, sort of moved it. Just as 24 also proved the viability of you know, a story that would unfold over a season and you know, and suggest binge viewing.
Right. Brian just mentioned something about the sexual like the how sexy it is to watch like intelligence. I feel like is interesting on this show too, especially, and I guess, you know, for Sam and Johnny, you're playing these incredibly intelligent characters that are much smarter than certainly me, I'm sure most viewers. How do you like relay that and like make it relatable for an audience as an actor? I guess, Sam, for you, what do you think? Like how do you show that you're so smart, but not like just say I'm so smart? Like,
I think the most relatable thing is that even geniuses and very intelligent people are frustrated in their pursuit of kind of new knowledge. So that's the most relatable thing, I think, for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, these guys are like cleverer than anyone who's ever lived, but they also their moments of breakthrough came in these incredibly simplistic, like clear moments of clarity. So and their pictorial images, the thought experiments, which is why it works so well in the drama, because, you know, he's imagining about traveling the speed of light. His earliest kind of, you know, physical picture story is about what would it be like to travel alongside a speed of light, a light beam, and that kind of is the catalyst for all his thinking. So that you can tell that story visually. And
I think also these people are human beings as well. They're fallible, kind of, and that's what makes this series beautiful. It's, you know, they're not perfect geniuses.
And the one thing that I would add is, in this case, for sure, is that actors can't fake intelligence. These two are very, very smart human beings, and so they haven't played these roles, but you do have to look for that. You have to look for smart people, smart actors to play smart people. It only works that way. And by the way, we did this, there's an additive component, of course. They both are English, and English accents are like PhDs in this country.
I don't know if that's true.
This is because the BBC is always playing in the background. So now.
And I would also say that you know, we did A Beautiful Mind, which was about, you know, also about genius. But that is where I learned that very intelligent artists like, you know, Russell Crowe and you know, they could identify, even if they didn't necessarily understand the math or understand the science in that deep level, they could relate to that spirit of creativity, and the great theoretical thinkers, whether it's physics or math, you know, they do think more like artists. Like when you interviewed Jonas Salk, you know, he even said that he was more like an artist.
Yeah, well, I think you know this. Oh, actually, I think we gave away books, by the way. These.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so, thank you very much. But I've in these curiosity conversations that I've had, which like had to be at least 1,500, 2,000 curiosity conversations that I've had over 30 years. I mean, many of them are Nobel laureates, and it's just they are all charismatic, even if they're different than you'd imagine a normal sort of movie star to be, because they're not that, but because they embody original thought, and they're able to communicate original thought through force and tenacity and courage. That sort of comes out of their pores, and you're able to feel that. And actually, the thing I will say for sure is that these two actors are. It's just you can't. There's no other way of doing it than casting smart people to play smart people.
Do you have?